So this is my new series, Jour du Marché. Bonjour. Bonjour, ça va?
Bonjour.
I've always really struggled with making recipe content because I don't cook that way. The way that I actually cook is I go to the market and see what's in season, and then I go home, and sometimes an idea happens at the market, sometimes it happens in the kitchen, sometimes, most of the time, I don't even know what I'm gonna make until I've made it. So I figured I would take you with me today, and we will see where we go. So this is my new series, Jour du Marché, where you come along with me as I cook the way that I actually cook. We're gonna start with vegetables because that is how we know what's in season, as we start with vegetables. Bonjour, je peux filmer? It is mid-April and everything here is beautiful. It's hot today, so let's do remoulade. This time of year we still have some of the winter veg, but we're starting to see spring come in. Je prends fenouil. Ça c'est des échalotes et des oignons rouges.
C'est oignon.
Oignons rouges. Bon, je prends des oignons rouges aussi. Oh, look at this beautiful salad. Ça, c'est la reine de glace, c'est ça? Bon, je prends ça. Merci. I was gonna go to the butcher, but the chicken people are here, so I gotta get chicken. On est 4. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Je pense que je prends les filets aujourd'hui. Chicken has been acquired. What's next? Are we gonna get asparagus? We only have white asparagus. I don't really like white asparagus. I don't know why. I want to try to find some. I probably need eggs, don't I? I could have gotten eggs from him, but I forgot. So now let's get it from the cheese people. Bonjour, ça va?
Et vous?
Ça va, j'essaie de faire une petite vidéo. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
This is, comment vous appelez-vous?
Béa.
Béa. This is the chicken lady, Béa.
Bonjour.
Est-ce que je peux prendre des œufs? Merci. J'essaie de faire quelque chose facile. Et rien est facile. Ouais, avec ce bébé. Mais il est très mignon, le bébé, donc ça va.
Ok.
Merci.
Allez, bonne journée.
Allez, bonne journée. Success. I need to just roll. What else? Bonjour. Oh, strawberries. Bonjour.
Salut,
Ça va? Est-ce que c'est possible de goûter les fraises? Ils ont d'où?
Elles sont pesées, alors c'est ça.
Ok, fine, ça va.
Elles sont pesées, putain, après je pourrais pas t'en faire goûter une pour...
Non, c'est pas grave. Est-ce qu'ils ont douces?
Elles sont douces, mais elles sont bonnes.
Bon, ok. Est-ce que je peux prendre 2? Ok, I don't know what I'm doing.
Ça marche pas?
Non, ça marche. C'est juste, c'est longtemps que j'ai pas utilisé et je me souviens pas comment ça marche. Ça marche, c'est moi qui marche pas. C'est moi qui marche pas. J'ai aucune idée de ce que je fais. Comme d'habitude. Je pense que j'ai déjà des ciboulettes. Juste faire un petit beautiful. J'essaie de faire quelque chose de plus facile qu'avant le bébé parce que maintenant j'arrive pas à faire rien, donc il faut faire quelque chose. Mais je dois faire quelque chose de plus facile qu'avant. Donc j'utilise mon petit truc. Oh, good point. I did that. Ça c'est la deuxième fois que j'ai fait ça aujourd'hui.
Ah, ça va mal aujourd'hui.
Ouais.
11.
Je dors pas beaucoup maintenant. C'est ça. Je dors très peu. À cause de ce très joli bébé. Trop mignon, il est mimi. Avec son petit tenue pizza.
Ça va, bah ça grandit. Hein.
I know. Il
Ça lui fait
est
comment?
beau, il est trop beau. He's so cute, I know. I know, avec ses cheveux, il est trop beau, le petit pizza. Love him. Bonne journée.
Merci.
Merci, à toutes.
Au revoir.
I figured out how to use this thing that I'm using. Am I using it right? I bought this thing thinking it would fix my life like 2 years ago, and maybe it finally will. I'm the kind of person that thinks that if I buy a new camera, it'll solve all my problems. So far, that hasn't worked out for me, and yet I still keep trying. We need bread. Let's get some. Look, I'm still American. I want a cinnamon roll. Bonjour. Est-ce que je peux prendre un cinnamon roll et un pain au chocolat? Est-ce que je peux prendre un demi-meule?
Ouais.
Merci. Look at all this bread. Ça va? Ça t'embête pas d'être dans mon vidéo? Non. Bon, c'est gentil, merci.
Je me suis pas fait ma mise en beauté, mais c'est pas grave.
Moi, j'ai mis le maquillage pour la première fois.
Ben oui.
Non, peut-être la 3e fois depuis l'accouchement. Bon.
Ça fait du bien de temps en temps de s'apprêter. Je mets tout sur tout.
Oui, merci beaucoup.
Allez, c'est parti.
Ok, merci. Bye. I got what I needed to make lunch. Chicken with remoulade and salad. It is hot today. Not yet, but it will be. So I feel like light is probably good. And I haven't made remoulade in a long time, and it's yummy. So why not? It's very like Frenchy French. which I feel like you're here for, the Frenchy French. It's not always how I cook, but sometimes it is. The point of this series is to record how I actually cook. And so we did my, handheld shooting at the market, and then Alex is in here setting up. I'm gonna make us coffee and pastries, and then we'll get going. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy dish today, but we have this whole setup. So we're serious, folks. Look at this. So we have Alex here, most important part of the puzzle. We have all of these cameras. We have 3 cameras. We have all these batteries I charged last night. We have a bunch of stuff from Leon's premier photo store, IPLN. Buy things in person, friends, not on Amazon. We have a dummy battery. I'm excited about this small rig dummy battery. That's gonna be cool. And then we are going to cook in my kitchen. And I'm not even really gonna clean it up. I'll clean it up a little, but not that much. It's gonna be authentic. You wanted authenticity. You can have it. You can have it. I'll give it to you. Okay, I need to feed my baby maybe first. You can't watch that. Too many creeps on the internet for that. So we're gonna have chicken and salad and remoulade for lunch. Remoulade is a classic French dish. It is celery root that is cut up small, grated, or like finely shredded or like julienned, and then mixed with mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise. So that's what we're gonna do. I am gonna get a trash bowl. Crucial part of my process is the trash bowl. So I feel like celery root is something that I learned how to appreciate more in England, and they use it in mash and stuff, and it's really nice. It's kind of sweet. I'm actually just gonna cut it in half. That'll make it easier to deal with. Actually, I'm gonna leave these like that for a second and make my mayo so I have something to mix it with before it oxidizes. I should have done the mayo first. Now, obviously, you should keep your egg whites, but I know that I don't have time to deal with that, and that I'm not going to make anything from them, so sorry. So if you've never made mayo before, you are missing out. You mix an egg yolk with some mustard. That's probably too much. I like that. I'm actually gonna use 2 kinds of mustard because I want a little texture too. And I want it to be mustardy. I'm gonna mix that, and then I'm gonna start adding oil. I'm gonna anchor my bowl with a towel. That'll make it easier. And you really wanna do this very slowly. If you don't do it slowly, it is going to split. Now, the mustard is an emulsifier already, and so that will help it. But we are basically trying to mix 2 things that don't want to mix. I'm using grapeseed oil because olive oil gets a funky taste when you like mix it too much, I think. And the point is not for it to taste like olive oil. The point is for it to taste, honestly, more like mustard. You're going to drizzle, and it just takes forever. And you can do this in immersion blender if you want. I just don't really feel like washing more stuff. You can do this with a fork. You don't even need a whisk. It's really easy. And then if you feel like you're maybe adding a little too much, you can just stop and give it a good mix. And if this does actually split, I'll put it in the immersion blender and it will fix it. So I'm not tripping. Maybe let me taste it. So good. It's probably enough. It tastes so much better than store-bought mayonnaise. It's just incredible. It really is a superior product. Yes, it's a raw egg, and no, I don't care. I'm just like so not worried about getting salmonella. I've never gotten it before. I don't plan to get it today. Certainly don't plan to give it to my guests. These are fresh eggs. I refuse to live my life in fear of raw eggs. That just seems so silly. We're gonna add some lemon juice. And I probably could have added this first thing with the mustard, but I forgot, so it doesn't matter. I need to salt and pepper it. Use my little guy, he's so cute. This thing is the easiest for quantity. I probably don't need that much. But I like peppery. Ooh, this is nice pepper too. Don't use crappy pepper. Buy good pepper. Makes a difference. Buy good salt for that matter too. This salt is very salty, so I'm gonna make sure to do a very radical thing, which is taste my food. Something that many people seem to forget. Taste your food, folks. It's not gonna be good if you don't taste your food. Let's see. It's delicious. Okay, let's grate these guys up and get them in there. Look, I just had a baby. I don't have a time to make picture perfect content where it looks like there's no camera. We have cameras, okay? You're welcome. Sony, do me a deal, please. We love you. I could slice these, but it's just lunch. It's a Wednesday. It's just lunch. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying something here. We're gonna see if it resonates, if people like it. And I really wish I could show you my baby because he's the cutest baby ever and he would be an internet sensation, but we've decided that, he has the right to privacy and to not be, his image stolen by pedophiles, so Okay, let's do this. Please don't wake up, baby. Okay. Did that wake him up? It did. It woke up the baby, but we suffer for our art, don't we? I'm just gonna do this. It's gonna be so much easier. Get it mixed. And again, also, just like I'm not afraid of my raw egg yolk, I'm also not afraid of my own washed hand. You will never see me wearing black gloves here. This is not a restaurant. I wash my hands. I'm not a disgusting, dirty boy. I don't know why all these dude chefs are like obsessed with the black gloves. I will touch meat with my bare hands too, and then I'll wash them. This is probably really good. Do I need the rest of it? Let me see. That's really good right now. I'm gonna put this in the freezer and use it for soup another time. Remoulade, if you wanna hear me say it in French. These are so beautiful, and you don't frequently see baby red onions. They are so pretty. Isn't this beautiful? I'm obsessed. Look at that. Let's just use one. We don't need more than that. So when I'm working with spring onions, I'm gonna separate the whites and the greens. And look, when you are in Wine Dine Caroline land, you're not gonna see perfect knife skills. You wanna know why? Because I never worked in a restaurant where I had to chop 700 onions a day for 6 months. So I just don't have that fancy, skill set. But you know what? Also, I don't care, because remember, we're in my house. We're fine. They don't have to be perfect. Fine, I'll use a spoon to taste my food so people on the internet don't scream at me for sticking my fingers in my own food. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Is it? It still needs more salt. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm actually gonna let this meld and do its thing in the fridge while we consider our life choices. Goodbye. Oh, I forgot about these peas. Yeah, we're putting the peas in here. I know peas are not something you find in remoulade, but again, I'm in my own home. I do what I want. This is Oryx tuna, which is like the best tuna on the planet. And I love this jar because the lid is really tight and it's a good size for salad dressing. So I use it a lot for salad dressing. I may or may not have a jar hoarding problem. It's a serious issue. I have a strategy called floor towel. Let me show you how I wash lettuce though. It is useful. It's so beautiful. I don't even want to touch it. Okay, let's wash this lettuce. It's so beautiful. I hate to rip it up. I might leave the leaves whole. I usually do break them up because I think it's easier to eat. But it's so pretty like this. Look at that. It's so pretty. Well, let's let that sit for a second. And let's make this iced tea. 2, 3, or 4 tea bags. Yeah, 4. We'll make some iced tea, lemon iced tea. Does that have onion on it? Maybe. Oh, that definitely had onion on it. I won't tell if you don't. I always wash my salad first thing when I get it. It really makes a difference to how long it lasts. I'm gonna rinse it and strain it and dry it in my salad spinner, my OXO salad spinner, as many times as I need to. This isn't that dirty, so I think 2 passes is probably enough. Let's make dressing. This is very important. If you don't know how to make a French salad dressing, I will show you. Again, we're not looking at perfection here. We're just making lunch. So, a French salad dressing starts with a shallot. And we are going to actually separate these little bulbs here. Bring the trash bowl closer. Trash bowls, guys. If you learned anything from this, it's trash bowl. Trash bowls are where it's at. I will die on this hill. Just makes your life a lot easier. And you can see with my shallot, I'm keeping the hairy bit intact. That's gonna allow me to dice it more easily. This is basic stuff. I kind of assume you know basic stuff, but if you don't know basic stuff and you want me to teach you more basic stuff, tell me in the comments. And then we are going to give this a little dice. So we go across. We're gonna try to get it as small as possible. But again, I'm not a perfectionist here. I'm gonna give it one inner for the grid, and then we're gonna go across. You can see there's still some sort of bigger chunks here. I'm just gonna go over this. Now, if I were being very professional about it, I would now let these sit a little bit in vinegar, salt, and maybe a little ice cube, and that will help pull out any kind of astringency that we might have. And actually, you know what? Even a couple minutes will make a difference. So I will do that. I've got my shallot. I'm gonna get some vinegar. Let's do, these are really cool vinegars. I'm gonna do this Pierre Frick vinegar. I have a bunch of them. They're like really fancy wine vinegars. This is my Riesling one. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Getting to the bottom of that. I need to get a like vinegar pot to make my own vinegar. And I can use the mother from this, but I haven't found one yet. And I'm not just gonna use this because this is really, really sharp. I'm also gonna add in some just more basic sherry vinegar from Maille, but this is still a nice vinegar. And it's a little bit milder. Again, we could totally use this neutral grapeseed oil. We don't actually necessarily need olive oil for a French vinaigrette. I'm gonna add some salt. And I could add an ice cube here, and I think I will. That will help the shallots just become less astringent. And then I will finish it in a minute. Let's go back to our salad. If you don't have the OXO salad spinner, you're sleeping on it. It's the best. We're probably gonna eat all of this, but if we weren't, I would keep it wrapped in a kitchen towel inside of the salad spinner in my fridge, and that will keep it good for at least a week. Now, what are we gonna do with this chicken? I'm gonna cook it on this. I need to prep that space. I like to cover that up so I don't have to clean it every time. Okay, we're back to our dressing. Sat for a minute, that's not nothing. And I'm gonna add my mustard. I'll just use my fork. And I'm gonna add the other type of mustard too because I'm fancy like that. This is Edmond Fellow. These are actually from mustard seeds that are still grown in Burgundy. You don't see a lot of that anymore. Most mustard seeds come from Canada and Ukraine, and there was actually a mustard shortage during the pandemic that was like kind of a really big deal. We're gonna do the same thing we did with our mayo, which is, emulsify this slowly. It's not as big of a deal if it splits, but I do like an emulsified salad dressing. Just takes time. And you can use any vegetable oil for this. I have this grapeseed oil. It's quite nice. But you want it to be neutral. If I wanted an olive oil flavor, I would use olive oil. But again, that's not what I'm after. And that's pretty awesome. It doesn't need salt because I salted it. It does need pepper. Awesome. That's our dressing. Okay, I'm finally ready to get rid of the trash bowl, which I will put in compost. Isn't this thing cute? My little compost guy. Ugh. With moldy things in it because I didn't wash it last time I emptied it. Oops. Try to be good. I try to compost. I know we're all fucked, but yeah, let's cook this chicken. One thing that I do when I'm working with meat is I combine my salt and pepper first so that I can, use my hands and I'm not risking cross-contamination by touching my salt and pepper with my nasty chicken hands. So instead of using gloves, I just use my brain. And then that's my salt and pepper bowl for my meat. And since I cannot be bothered to clean this thing, I'm gonna pound my meat here. I also do not have a meat pounder, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna be creative. We're gonna use a rolling pin. So these are just breasts, but they are yummy, delicious, wonderful. I don't know if I should give them a little dredge of flour, if that might help them do whatever it is they wanna do on the teppanyaki. I probably would, in which case I might get rid of the skin. Yeah, let's do that. And yes, I'm using my hands, and no, it's not gross. We're gonna pound these out and add some flour. Just want them to be even. And this is fun. Get out your anger. I'm gonna dredge these a little bit because I don't want them to be tough on the outside. I'm still gonna salt and pepper them first. How am I gonna do this? Are you hungry, Alex? See the point of this salt and pepper bowl? And then I can not have to make my salt and pepper all nasty. When you're working with meat, you can always keep one hand clean. I love this thing, but it is a little bit of prep, this teppanyaki. I will use olive oil for this. I might need more oil too, I think. I'm for sure gonna need more oil. But it's gonna be delicious. I know chicken breast is kind of boring, but it's easy, it's healthy, and these chickens are the best you can get. I love this. I forgot that I put peas in it. That makes me so happy. Okay, let's taste it again. Make sure it's working. I think it's pretty good. These are the first strawberries of the season, but these are going in the bread basket. I am actually gonna toss this in a bigger bowl first because like I said, I didn't want to break it up because it's too pretty. And because I'm not a grubby little weirdo, I am going to use my hands without gloves, unlike everyone else on the internet. I'm in my own home. I wash my hands. Okay, I just touched a baby's foot. It's clean. And who doesn't want to eat a baby's foot? Certainly, I know I do. So we're gonna add our dressing. I'm gonna mix that shit up with my hands. It's just easier to mix it up with your hands than it is to mix it up with a spoon or a fork or whatever. This is episode 1 of Marché du Jour, where I go to the market and make lunch. Today I made a pea and celery root remoulade, a salad with this beautiful reine de glace lettuce, and chicken. Simple, easy, unpolished, and just the kind of food I like to make.